The weekend is back and it is time to get to grinding. So we're going to talk about what you guys should be working on this week if you guys want to follow what I am following or this weekend on Phantom Parade. But first I got to say thank you so much for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate it. It's a little bit belated because I was kind of busy with, we hosted yesterday. So, I was kind of crazy busy, but belated happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys had an awesome time with your family if you celebrate. And I'm thankful for all of you guys, like I said, for rocking with me and supporting the content the channel. It means a ton to me. So that being said, make sure you subscribe. About 20% of our viewers are subscribed, so there's a huge group of people that aren't, and if that's you, make sure you stick around. So I'll tell you first and foremost what I'm working on, and this is not what I recommend that you specifically work on, but what I myself am doing is I want to kind of have a little bit of fun with some key team constructions. So I'm going to be working on these support characters all right here, like all these SR supports. I'm going to be bringing them up and getting them ready. I also will be getting some other characters in here, including them closer to 91s for the next grade up whenever that comes out. But I'm gonna be working on those characters. Yes, I do recommend you guys work on at least the front two, especially the front two. In fact, I feel kind of annoyed that I didn't work on them more because I get the use I need out of them, but I'm sure there's a lot more potential I could get. I'm going to be working on my Toto and Yuji. I'm going to be bringing them up as much as I can. They're pretty close to max anyway, if they aren't already. The only thing left really to do at this point until they unlock the level cap is more skill enhancement. I will work on that a little bit. I'm not so sure. I want to focus on Yuta otherwise with that. So that's one of the things I'll be working on, bringing up the skill on Yuta. Yuta's got a dupe I'm kind of sitting on for a video, so I don't know when I'll ever put it in him, but if I get around to it, it is what it is. Megumi, same deal. I want to bring that basic skill up as much as I can because that one with the domain is super strong. All of his skills are really good, but I really want to bring that one up. So I've got a lot of skill enhancements, and it feels like there's not enough JP and skill material around. It's just never enough, right? I'll be bringing up Kaito and Inumaki R's as well, further at least to like 85. I should be able to push them into 99 this weekend with a double drop. So I've said this before, and I guess I should have started with this. Make sure that you use your AP now. If you got AP tickets, use them now. On the weekend, you've got a couple of days to really kind of burn through these and what you're going to be using them on. I spent some time explaining what I'm going to be focusing on, but really when it comes to this part of the game, what I am doing is I'm going to be using a good bit here, yes, but I actually need to keep up with my JP and recollection bits because I've only showed you the characters, but it feels like you need more of the enhancement materials for the recollection bits, and I will not be doing that. Hello. Whoa, that wasn't even an upgrade in level or rank. I don't even rank up off that. Wow, that's crazy. It feels like you need more here, so I'm going to use a good bit of this today on this, and after we get this, I'll run JP like 15 times, and then we'll just go from there and see what I got. The good news is you get a little bit of both of those too here, so that's nice. Well, I guess the cubes you don't really get. That's just there because my characters can't get any more EXP in the party right there. So let's get out of here and we'll go over to JP. We'll run this a little bit too. Again, if possible, you want to have these set to sweep on the top difficulty, of course. I'm going to sweep this for 15. Okay, perfect. So I kind of showed you the characters I'm going to be working on a little bit, but let's go over to the recollection bits. So I've got a number of recollection bits that I need to enhance. I also am barely getting around to trying to play these stages. I should have got to these a while ago. I've just been kind of busy. But I'm actually really trying to make some Yuji team work. Yuji Toto team, and it's making this harder than it needs to be. I could just easily cheese this with Inumaki and stuff. I know how to do it, but I don't have the dupes because I haven't been able to pull it off the way I want to pull it off yet. So I will probably this week just bite the bullet because I can get these now and then still play the stage, of course. I'll probably bite the bullet this week and enhance this as much as possible. Of course, you want to do that. That's like the top priority free to play one. Everyone by now, if you haven't already, should be working on that. I'll be working on the level for some of these easier to unlock advancement level 5 ones that I have here. This is one of the better SR ones you guys should be working on if you haven't already. If you have duplicates for this, you should also be enhancing it as much as possible. Extremely strong. I mean, these things, they kind of get their value from their passive, but you want to level them up so you get the stat increases. Like, that's a huge part of this too. So that's one of the things that I'll be working on with these. And then I have some other ones in here that I've been able to push decently. Like, I'll be leveling up the Gojo camping here to 80 because why not, especially for a mixed attacker if you have one. Well, everyone should have at least one, I guess, but I'll be pushing this to 65. That's one of the things. And last but not least, I really am interested in boosting this. I'll be putting a dupe into it. In fact, I'll do it right now to unlock that passive. And I'm going to push this to the max. This is one of my favorite ones in the game right now. So I'm going to push this to the max. I was very happy to walk away with this. I don't even have enough for 60. That's really funny. What am I running out of here? Yeah, like it feels like you get less of the, well, it's not even it feels like. I know for a fact you get much less of those. You get a lot more for the characters than you do for that. So that's one of the things that I do recommend is farming that stuff. I'm not going to worry about that so much right now. I'll come back to it. And then, of course, everyone, this is not like as targeted, but everyone should be focusing on this. Do not miss your opportunity. I kind of am. Does this one have double drop on it right now? This run, I don't think had double drop, does it? Oh, it does. It does. I'm kind of annoyed I started this run and pushed through most of it and got to the final stage. A cheese way you can do this, I'm pretty sure, is to start a run because you don't want to ever be capped out. Like, I had 3 runs and I had to start something and I kind of just sat there playing it without even thinking. But you could probably start that run so you use one of those attempts and then run all the way through. So that attempt would get the ×2 bonus on it. That's another cheese way. I'm pretty sure that works. Because it's applied to this one right here. So I'm kind of annoyed I didn't do that. But yeah, so if you have these, run through all 3 of your attempts if you got multiple attempts. In fact, to be honest, I know there's a daily mission for completing those, but you should probably stop running that just altogether if you don't have 3 attempts. You want to probably sit at 3 attempts for the weekend. You don't want to be running it throughout the week. It's better to get the double drop when the event is live. And we're only going to have 4 more double weekends for the events, so that's one of the things that I do recommend. So that's kind of this weekend with Phantom Parade and what you guys should all be working on. Ultimately, what you're going to work on character wise, memory wise, all depends on what you have individually. So obviously that piece of it is just on you specifically, but where I talked about how I'm going to work on the 2 strongest memory, things like that. But you should be, it was more of a memo to remind you to play those events because there's not a lot of time. I mean, they'll pop up again eventually, of course, but you want to run them as much as possible. I love this art so much. What's your favorite art? Post down below. You want to run those as much as possible to get enhancing and working on your team from there to just get your power up, right? I gotta say with that art, this is the last thing I'll say. I gotta say, I absolutely love the manga panel right here. Oh, there's more too, huh? Oh my, I just noticed that. I spend so much looking at these guys and Yuji's like serious face. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to see the other video that I did today, it's clickable on the screen. Make sure you click it and I'll see you all over there.